Hey, it's Sento. I just wanted to talk about this brand new table turf mode that's been added into Splatoon 3. I've seen a lot of confusion around it, but I feel like it's pretty straightforward. So I thought I would just kind of go over the basic strategy that I've developed for how to play this game and explain how it works and stuff like that. So this is the basic board. There's other patterns that you can get, but this is kind of what you'll start with. So you start down here on the orange square, your opponent starts up here on the blue square. You got these pieces to choose from, and you got to put it down, and the goal of the game is to cover as much of the board as you can. So the initial strategy that I always like to start with is I try and get as long and straight of pieces as I can, and you want to build up here. If you think about, like, I don't see any here on the side, but if you think about like the straight piece in the Tetris game, there's one that looks like that that's really good. There's one that's even longer than that. That's like 6 or 8 pieces long, so you can quickly build up. So what you want to do is you want to build up here. If you're playing it safe, I would go to here. Ideally, you want to go even to, like, if you're pushing your luck, you could go farther than here, but I like to go here. And then I'll take some piece like this, and I'll start building out to the side and try and totally block this off from my opponent, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side, because you're trying to get down as many pieces as possible, and if they can't place a piece, then they just have to pass. So the best way to kind of win, I think, is to just kind of confine them to within their own side. If they can't push past the board and you're just back here claiming this, then you just kind of win. So once you kind of establish a kind of boundary here, then you can just kind of take whatever pieces you want and just kind of like fill in back here, basically. There are these, some of these pieces, there's these orange special pieces. What you want to do is try and completely surround those. So like this one down here, you have to do all 9 sides. If you do like even 8 sides like that, it's not going to work. You have to completely surround it. And if you put one like here on the edge, there's no way to complete it, unfortunately. And what that does, you got a special meter down here. This fills up every time that you get one of these special squares completely surrounded. You'll fill one of these in, and then when you're ready to use your special, you click this special on button, and it'll turn blue if it's available. And then you have to have this many points down here on these cards. You need to have, so this one you would need to have 4, this one you need 3, and then I don't think they're blocked behind the number, so that one you need a lot. There are some, basically the smaller the card is, the less it takes to play the special. And then to play the special, you need to have one of these, the things that you did to get your points up here. So like you need to have your special square here that's totally boxed in all around, and then when you play your special, it gives you this piece and you can put it, and it has to touch your completed special piece though. And the one thing that's really great about the special though is that it's the only way in the game that you can paint over top of your enemy's tiles. So you can start actually like extending up into their own area here and keep blocking them off even more. And it also is the only tile that you can place over your own tiles. So you can use that to kind of pick up some other specials or fill in any little gaps that you have. So that's kind of the basic strategy. Ideally, you don't want to be in a position where you ever have to pass. When you pass, you discard one of these cards and just kind of skip a turn. But yeah, that's about it. So if you found this helpful, let me know. I'm going to get back to kind of like the roguelike content, but I thought I would throw this out there just because I haven't really seen any videos kind of explaining the strategy of this game, so I thought that would be useful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I thought I would just do this in MS Paint because to explain it's a lot easier than in-game, but if you want me to do a couple matches of this in-game to kind of demonstrate these concepts, let me know, and I can certainly do that too. But anyways, stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you guys next time.